On his very first day with the Heat, LeBron had Dwayne Wade laughing.
You also know you three kings came down here to win championships. Not one, championships.
Not two.
LeBron, tell us about that.
Not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven.
In July 2010, LeBron James announced his decision to join the Miami Heat in a nationally televised event. After 7 years of loyalty to Cleveland, he was finally leaving the Cavaliers. The newly formed Big Three gave LeBron the confidence to boldly promise at least 7 NBA championships for Miami. But the team didn't dominate right away. On opening night, they lost to the Celtics, a Big Three team of their own. And in the first 10 regular season games, the Heat dropped 4 more. December 2nd came, and the Heat faced Cleveland. For LeBron, it was his first return to Quicken Loans Arena as an opponent. The moment he stepped on the court, boos erupted from every corner. Signs labeled him a traitor. Despite the constant ridicule, LeBron put on a masterclass, scoring 38 points to lead Miami to victory. By mid-season, the Big Three were syncing perfectly. LeBron and Dwayne Wade's chemistry became the hallmark of Miami's fast breaks. By mid-December, the Heat were on a 12-game winning streak, and they finished the season 58-24, claiming second place in the Eastern Conference. In the first round of the playoffs, Miami faced the 7th-seeded Philadelphia 76ers. At the time, Drew Holiday was only a second-year player, and the team's offensive threats were limited to Andre Iguodala and veteran Elton Brand. In just 5 games, the Heat cruised to a 4-1 sweep. Next up, LeBron finally faced his nemesis, the Boston Celtics. Despite Boston winning 56 games in the regular season, age and injuries were taking their toll. Paul Pierce was 33, Kevin Garnett 34, Ray Allen 35. Only Rajon Rondo was young. For the Heat, the Big Three were all in their prime. Meanwhile, newly signed Shaquille O'Neal missed most of the series due to injury. Game 1 in Miami saw the Heat completely dominate, with Chris Bosh controlling the paint. Garnett was limited to just 6 points on 9 shots. In the fourth quarter, Pierce was ejected after arguing with Wade. Meanwhile, Wade scored a game-high 38, LeBron added 22, and Bosh grabbed 12 boards. Miami took the first game by 9. Game 2 was tight in the first half, with the Celtics trailing by just 5 at halftime. But in the second half, LeBron exploded, hitting 9 of 13 shots in a stretch to score 24 points in the half. He finished with 35, and Miami won again. Game 3 returned to Boston. With home court advantage, the Celtics' Big Three showed up. Pierce scored 27 on 9 of 20 shooting, Garnett 28 on 13 of 20, and Allen 15. For Miami, Wade led with just 23. Boston won, but the series momentum couldn't be reversed. Games 4 and 5 saw Miami's Big Three combine for 83 and 81 points respectively, sweeping the series 4-1. This marked the first time in LeBron's career that he had defeated the Celtics head-to-head in the playoffs. The Eastern Conference Finals followed, pitting Miami against the top-seeded Chicago Bulls. Derrick Rose had 1 MVP that season with averages of 25 points, 4.1 rebounds, and 7.7 assists. But the Bulls' overall roster couldn't match the Heat. Miami used a relentless rotation defense and collapsed on Rose whenever he drove to the paint. Over the series, Rose's scoring dropped to 23.4 points per game, and without reliable three-point shooters, Chicago struggled. In just 5 games, Miami advanced to the NBA Finals. It seemed the championship was within reach. But what no one expected was that this finals would become the ugliest, most painful one in LeBron's career. This is a stain LeBron James could never erase. A dark chapter in his career, a final series that cemented the nickname 8-Point LeBron in NBA history. Did he really not want to win that championship? In the 2010-11 season, the Miami Heat, led by the newly formed Big Three, tore through the playoffs. In the first round, they swept the Philadelphia 76ers 4-1, then avenged old rivals the Boston Celtics by the same 4-1 score. By the Eastern Conference Finals, even the top-seeded Chicago Bulls were no match for Miami. LeBron James, 4 years removed from his last finals appearance, was finally headed back to the NBA Finals. Their opponent? A single-star Dallas Mavericks team. Despite sweeping the Thunder in the West, the Mavericks lineup seemed old and slow compared to Miami's Big Three. 37-year-old Jason Kidd, 33-year-old Jason Terry, and 32-year-old Dirk Nowitzki, who have been labeled soft. Before the finals even began, the championship seemed all but decided, but the world was in for a shock. LeBron James would become the pivot point of this postseason in a way no one expected. Game 1 tipped off in Miami. The big three played smoothly. LeBron scored 20 points, Chris Bosh 19, and Dwayne Wade 22, leading Miami to an easy opening win. In Game 2, Dallas fought back. Every player contributed points, and by halftime, the score was tied 51-51. In the third quarter, LeBron and Wade's repeated alley-oops pulled Miami ahead. By the fourth quarter, with just over 7 minutes left, Wade drained a corner three to push the lead to 15 points. Victory seemed in hand. Then, the Mavericks mounted a stunning comeback. Jason Terry, nicknamed Jet, scored 6 points in quick succession through a mix of jumpers and free throws. Meanwhile, Miami went cold. Wade, who had already scored 36 points, attempted just 3 shots in the final minutes, and LeBron was largely ineffective, adding only 2 points from free throws. Multiple missed three-pointers from LeBron handed Dallas the chance for a game-winning shot. With just 10 seconds left, Dirk Nowitzki drove to the basket, evading Udonis Haslem for a clutch layup. The Mavericks stole Game 2 on the road, and Miami's home court advantage vanished. Game 3 saw Wade explode again, scoring 29 points with 11 rebounds at 57.1% shooting. With a critical basket from Bosh at the end, Miami regained the lead in the series 2-1. In Game 4, Dirk caught the flu, and before the game, Wade and LeBron jokingly mimicked his coughing in the tunnel. Yet Dirk led Dallas to the final minutes despite his illness. With 2 minutes left, Miami trailed by 2, and Wade glanced at the stat sheet to find that LeBron had only scored 8 points. Dallas won by 3, evening the series. LeBron's struggles continued in Game 5. Under Kid's lockdown defense, he shot 8 of 19 and scored just 17 points. Returning home for Game 6, his touch improved slightly, but Jason Terry erupted for 27 points at 68.8% shooting, sealing the Mavericks' 4-2 championship victory. Dirk transformed from the soft Dirk everyone doubted into the finals hero, Dirk the Great. Meanwhile, Miami's big three were forever etched onto the scoreboard of shame. Across the series, Wade averaged 26.5 points, while LeBron's 17.8 points per game fell far below his regular season 26.7 points. After the defeat, Wade told the coach he would defer the ball more to LeBron. The next season, the Heat's big three would regroup, determined to chase the NBA title once again. To win his first NBA championship, just how much did LeBron James sacrifice? After last season, being eliminated by Dirk Nowitzki's Mavericks while carrying the team as a single star, LeBron's 8-point outing put him under a storm of criticism. Fans and media alike were quick to blame him for the Heat's failure. LeBron didn't respond with words. Instead, he seized the moment to train at Hakeem Olajuwon's facility. Much like Kobe Bryant once refined his post-game to evolve his skill set, LeBron immersed himself in Olajuwon's guidance, embarking on an intense, closed-door training regimen. Meanwhile, the other two members of the Heat's big three weren't idle. Dwayne Wade honed his penetration and finishing skills, while Chris Bosh, seeking an edge in the paint, dedicated the offseason to adding muscle. Although the Heat fell short in their first season together, GM Pat Riley wasn't disappointed. In his eyes, the team only needed a few roster tweaks before a championship was within reach. After analyzing the previous season, the front office realized the team's offense relied too heavily on individual talent, and their wing defense was too thin. At the 2011 NBA draft, they added speedy guard Norris Cole, then signed defensive specialist Shawn Marion, and finally brought in veteran Eddie Curry on a minimum contract. With these moves, a more complete Miami Heat was born, and their goal was singular: the championship. However, that year the league faced a lockout, and the regular season didn't start until December 25th. In the opener, the Heat traveled to face the defending champion Dallas Mavericks. LeBron was ready to showcase the results of his off-season grind. He shot 11 of 19 from the field and exploded for 37 points, leading Miami to a season-opening victory. The Heat followed that with a 5-game winning streak, kicking off the season with momentum. By mid-season, LeBron and Wade's chemistry had reached another level. When the regular season ended, LeBron James averaged 27.1 points, 7.9 rebounds, and 6.2 assists per game, earning him another MVP award. The Heat finished 46-20, securing second place in the Eastern Conference and a playoff berth. In the first round, they faced Carmelo Anthony's New York Knicks. With Jeremy Lin injured, the Knicks' offense rested almost entirely on Anthony. Against Miami's upgraded Big Three, the Knicks were overmatched. In Game 1, LeBron delivered a masterclass on both ends of the floor. He shot 71.4% from the field for 32 points, while shutting down Anthony, who managed only 11 points on 3 of 15 shooting. The Heat dominated, winning by 33 points. After 5 games, Miami swept the series 4-1, advancing to the Eastern semifinals against the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers lacked a superstar, but had a well-structured team. With Roy Hibbert and David West in the paint and Danny Granger and George Hill on the perimeter, they were dangerous. In Game 1 at Miami, the Pacers controlled the first half. Late in the second, Chris Bosh suffered a surprise injury, leaving the Heat in a difficult spot. LeBron and Wade rose to the occasion, combining for 42 points in the second half to seal the win. Game 2 saw the Pacers dominate the boards by 10 extra rebounds, exploiting Bosh's absence. A late shot by Chauncey Billups failed to tie the game, and Indiana even the series 1-1. In Game 3, fans expected LeBron and Wade to respond. But Dwayne Wade had his worst game of the series, scoring only 5 points on 2 of 13 shooting, while the Pacers excelled inside and out. Miami lost by 19 points, suddenly teetering on the brink of elimination. Game 4, back in Indiana, seemed grim, but LeBron exploded. In a performance that felt almost divine, he scored 40 points, grabbed 18 rebounds, and dished 9 assists, leveling the series 2-2. Game 5, the pivotal showdown, was tight in the first half. But mid-second quarter, Danny Granger went down with an injury, and the game quickly slipped away. In Game 6, the Heat gave the Pacers no chance for a comeback. LeBron and Wade both erupted, 28 points and 41 points, respectively, closing out the series 4-2. Now, the Heat were moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals, ready to face a resurgent Boston Celtics. There aren't many players in NBA history who could truly break the Boston Celtics. He was one of them. Game 6 of the 2012 Eastern Conference Finals was the single most important turning point of LeBron James' career. If he lost that night, the Miami Heat Big Three would have become the league's biggest joke, and LeBron himself would have been pushed into a career-defining abyss. From the moment the Heat Big Three were formed, LeBron bet his entire legacy on it. He carried the label of a traitor, while shouldering the crushing pressure of championship expectations. But in their second season together, the Big Three evolved. Miami stormed through the playoffs. In the first round, they dispatched Carmelo Anthony's Knicks in 5 games. In the second round, they eliminated the Indiana Pacers in 6. And once again, they found themselves in the Eastern Conference Finals, facing a familiar enemy, the Boston Celtics. That year, the Celtics' Big Three finally set their arrogance aside. Under Rajon Rondo's command, they played with discipline, structure, and the best defensive efficiency in the league. Game 1 tipped off in Miami. LeBron came out attacking immediately. 9 shots in the first quarter, 6 makes, 13 points. Boston pushed back in the second, but the combined scoring waves of LeBron and Dwayne Wade proved too much. Miami took Game 1 at home. In Game 2, Boston adjusted quickly. Rondo caught fire, scoring 22 points in the first half on 7 of 11 shooting. Mario Chalmers kept Miami afloat with 3 timely threes. In the second half, LeBron and Wade turned up the pressure and clawed their way back. But a Ray Allen 3 sent the game to overtime. In the extra period, Boston's offense suddenly went silent. Outside of Rondo, who scored 12, no one could deliver. Miami stayed composed. With 1 minute left, Wade finished an and-one layup that sealed the win. Miami now led the series 2-0. Game 3 shifted to TD Garden, and Boston erupted. Rondo scored 21. Paul Pierce added 23. Kevin Garnett dropped 24. Miami fought hard in the fourth quarter, but the first half deficit was too large to overcome. Boston protected home court. Game 4 followed the same script early. Boston stayed hot. Wade struggled badly, shooting just 2-4, 11 in the first half. LeBron carried the offense alone, but by halftime Miami was down 14. Then momentum flipped. Boston missed shot after shot, and Miami punished them in transition. By the end of the third quarter, the gap was down to 5. The fourth quarter became a battle. Miami had a chance to end it, but Udonis Haslem missed the game winner. Overtime again. This time, everything changed. LeBron picked up his 6th foul just 3 minutes in and was forced to sit. Wade missed a potential dagger 3, and Boston evened the series at 2-2. Game 5, the pivotal game, saw Chris Bosh finally return. But even with the Big Three reunited, Miami couldn't finish the job. Boston fought to the final minute. With less than a minute left, Paul Pierce drilled a 3 over LeBron, the shot that decided the game. Boston won by 4 and took a 3-2 series lead. Miami stood on the brink of elimination. Game 6 will be played in Boston. To most people, the outcome felt inevitable. What followed was one of the greatest individual performances in NBA history. From the opening tip, LeBron's efficiency was terrifying. In the first quarter, He went 6, 4, 7, and scored 14 points. In the second quarter, he didn't slow down, shooting nearly 86% and dropping another 16. Before the third quarter even began, Miami led by 13. By the time Boston realized what was happening, it was already too late. LeBron was unstoppable. He attacked inside, pulled up from mid-range, buried jumpers, 11 more points in the third. With just over 3 minutes left, the massacre finally ended. LeBron finished with 45 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists. A performance that dragged Miami into Game 7. Back home for the finale, the Heat erupted. The Big Three combined for 73 points. Miami eliminated Boston in 7 games and punched their ticket to the NBA Finals. Waiting for them was a new challenger, the Oklahoma City Thunder.